Hello, Loki back again, starting up the new series, Castle Crashers, Steam Edition. Now, I've been looking around, I haven't really seen this game played a lot, so I decided to boot up my copy of it, and go through just the base storyline, maybe a few arena battles, try out whatever Back Off Barbarian is, never heard of that one. And let's see, who should I play as? As you can see, I have some points in some characters, but I am going to be starting fresh for you guys, and I'll use a base character because you might not have the expansions. So, our options are Ice, Lightning, or Acid. Cold, Shocky, Death. Death it is. Let us go with Acid. Alright. I love the music in this game. Oh no! He got exploded down the stairs! No! And he's a corpse. And that ruins the party. My guy's still rocking out for a little bit though. I think he has a bit of a slow reaction time. Mouse 1 allows me to swing my sword. Mouse 2 swings it heavier. And the middle mouse button blocks. Blocky. And because I had earlier characters, I do have a bow. Normally you would only have your swords at this point, but the other characters give me access to a bow. Dead center! But as you can see, it doesn't matter where you go. If you hit the dummy at all, it hits dead center. Use items by using the left or right bumper, which is 1 or 2 for me, and E to use the item you selected. Scrolling the mouse wheel does not work. I have to press 1 and 2 to scroll between the options. Use magic by holding shift and pressing that. Yeah, that's all I get is a big puff of magic at first. Yay. Basics of combat. Mouse 1 for a light attack, mouse 2 for a heavy attack. And let's continue on. As you level up your skills, there are 4 main skills. Strength, defense, magic, and speed. As you can see, the wizard's taking the king's bright shiny white crystal, and now it's red and evil. Strength, quite literally just, my hits do more damage. That is all. Speed makes my arrows fly farther, hit harder, and fire faster. Well, actually, I don't think it makes them hit harder. I think it just makes them fly farther and hit faster. Oh. Kill. And as you can see, anything within range of the sword is hit on an unsuccessful blow. Anything. Let us grab that. So you can grab stuff from the environment to basically grab them, use them, add them to your character's repertoire. So now that I picked up that pitchfork, it's unlocked. It would have given me a big unlock symbol, but like I said, I played this before. Now, for most of the game, magic is, at least in my opinion, one of the most useful things to level up. Unfortunately, near the end of the game, because I have beaten this before on Xbox 360 when it first came out, magic is useless. So if you're going to have a magic build, it will be fun. It will unlock some stuff. But you need to have either speed or attack as your other thing. You cannot have defense, or the end of the game is quite literally impossible. Because you do 1 damage with melee or magic to all the hordes of enemies. You only do 1 damage. It is awful. In fact, you know what? I will show you a ranged build. I will focus this guy around magic, and then once that's maxed out, I'll focus him around speed. That way you guys can see a pure ranged attack build. My idea with that will be keep my distance, hit him with everything I got. And as you see with my XP bar going up, you get XP for hitting enemies. Not for killing, for hitting. So, it's really easy to level up a lot by just bashing people's faces in. Little trick I learned, jump swing, as long as you're hitting a target, your guy will stay up in the air. It's nice. Yay! And food, these apples and pears I'm picking up, do restore health. So that's nice. Your magic restores on its own, and really quickly. I mean, dang. Come on, come on, come on. But yeah, with the defense, it makes it so you take less damage. Speed makes it so you are better with bows. They don't have any tier by tier rewards. The only one that does is magic. For every 4 levels of magic, you get a new magical ability. We'll cover those when we get to them. Yeah. No shirt, no shoes, no service. I've got both, but I don't have the gold. And let's buy some potions. I can only afford one. I will get that sword eventually. Eventually! It's all good though. But yeah, you can see these standard, nothing in them, and then magic has these shiny little spots. Every time you get to one of the shinies, you unlock a new ability. And now we can explore the map. Let's go to the blacksmith. Oh look, a compass. I don't know what it's good for, but it's a compass. And yes, I know, I do know what it's good for, but my character wouldn't at this point, so shush. Leave me alone. Into the frog's mouth. Yep, I'm inside a frog, and you can see his heart beating up on the top, directly above me. This is where the blacksmith stores his weapons, because he is one messed up mother-er. Seriously, you tie down a frog, giant frog thing, force its tongue out of its mouth, and then use it to store your equipment? Ugh! Who comes up with this stuff? Oh well, I like it. Honestly though, this would be a terrible place to store your equipment. The moisture and the heat would very much attribute to the rusting and decay of your equipment. As you can see, each equipment has their own specific stats, which are just changing the abilities you have, and a red number, which is the level required to use said equipment. They are always going to be a multiple of 5. So since I'm a level 2, I can only use level 1 weapons like these. I am giving myself a +1 to magic because it makes my spells go a little bit farther. As you can see, they splashed a tiny bit longer. Eventually, they can fill up half the screen with those splashes. And in here, we have all of our pets. Yeah. There's plenty of space, and not a lot of stuff in them. I will not grab these pets because you're supposed to find them in the environment. That pet, that cat thing way up there, can only be accessed by maxing out your magic and getting a specific magical skill that lets you get up there. You unlock pets by finding them in whatever natural habitat they have and touching them. Ow. This trash can lets you return pets to their pens. As you can see, you're throwing away a pet and its eyes are saying, "Why, master? I loved you." And now we're depressed. There is an arena over here. If you are alone, you take on waves of enemies. If you are with others, you take on each other. I believe there are achievements for winning these arenas, so I'm going to go ahead and go through this one. Ow. Screw you. Alright. That's the last turd out of you. Beautiful, beautiful slogan. Thank you so much for letting me be a part of that. Alright, and with blocking, your character automatically turns to block any melee. He does not turn to block any range like bows. So it's not immortality, it's a directional defense. It's great against melee, only good if you're facing the bows though. Ow. Since I'm level 2, I have a new ability. I can jump and spin, which hurts everyone around me. Boom. Block, magic. Block, magic. Ow! You critted on me. You son of a biscuit. Son of biscuit eating bugger. Now see, enemies have strategy in this game. Like, one will hit you with melee to turn your back to the other, just in time for his arrow to hit you. Or they do combo attacks like that. And it's really annoying. Not really that dangerous, because these guys are lower level than me. Yeah, These guys start at level like, what, 1/2? Some crap like that? I don't know. So it's not really dangerous, it's just annoying as all hell. And the reason I like acid so much as a magic is because it does a huge DOT. I'm in a standoff. Every now and then while fighting melee, you'll go into a standoff where you're basically just who's stronger. Can you hit the mouse button fast enough to outdo his strength? My voice is changing to a weird manner right there. Haha, I win! You dicks, stop going around me like this. It is not fun. Boom. They got me. Alright. There's no real penalty to death, it just boots you out to the main menu. Let's continue on with our storyline. The Barbarian War. War! Yeah, what is it good for? Absolutely nothing. Yeah. I wonder if that song's copyrighted. I don't know, it was way back in the 80s, so maybe. Maybe not. Get off of him. Help me out. Yay, I have friends. You got a friend in me. You got a friend in me. And that's all I'm gonna say. Boom. Boom, boom, boom. Yeah, right now my magic is really pathetic. It's doing probably less damage than my melee on average, and it doesn't go very far. 2 more levels and I'll get what I really like from my magic. The whole reason I'm going magic really is for long range. So this little puff right in front of me is worthless. Boop. Boop. Bum bum ba-dum bum. And every character has a unique magic ability. Like this guy's an acid cloud that damages you over time. Fire catches you on fire. Ice freezes you in place so you're unable to move or act. Lightning immobilizes you while it's going only. So basically you can't hurt him while he's using his lightning because you can't move. The Pink Knight you saw earlier uses rainbows that heal allies. The Grey Knight... Well, actually, do I have the Pink Knight? I'm not sure. Either way, the Grey Knight pulls out bombs and weapons. And the Blacksmith calls in a bunch of weapons as well. And you can unlock more classes by playing through, beating the game with certain characters. It's nice. Or there are some DLC people like the Blacksmith, the Pink Knight, all that jazz. I did not pay extra for those though. I don't like to pay extra on free games ever, even if this game wasn't free, it was amazing. It just came with the Steam version of the game because it's Steam and the game's been out for God knows how long now. These guys with the weird hoods that cover up their entire face almost always use archery. It is their preferred method of fighting, so it becomes quite the pain when you have to fight a couple of them at a time or fight them in conjunction with a bunch of melee. Come on, give me some food, I'm dying here. This game is meant to be played 1 to 4 people. The enemies do not scale to the amount of people. So the more you have, the easier it is, but the less quickly you level up. I believe. Anyway. So it's actually pretty difficult to do this one person, but it's not impossible. I mean, it was made to be possible for one person and still a bit of a challenge for 4 people. They got a really nice balance of it because I played both modes with 3 people. I've never actually played with 4, sadly. And all alone, I've beaten the game both ways. It's harder with one person, but it's not impossible. And with multiple people, you can do what this gray guy is doing here, which looks really wrong, but is actually just him performing CPR on his dead buddy, which is to show you that you can bring your allies back to life when there's multiple people playing. Yeah. Wee. Alright, come on. And away we go. Oh, I'm at full health again. Every time you level up, your health goes up to full. First boss! The giant ram. If he rams into you, you take damage. Obviously, if a bomb hits you, you take damage. and he slows down every now and then to try and hit you with bombs and summon his minions, which are just like normal minions. They suck. We all hate them. Oh god. Nope, not gonna hit me with those. Haha. Ow. And that is when the jump slash that keeps you in the air is really useful, is when fighting this boss specifically. Your magic, he is immune to the overtime magical effects, but his minions are not. Oop, see, I did 2 damage, which is a lot less than normal, and it wasn't a DOT. So most bosses will have resistance to magic, I'll tell you that right now. However, if you're good or have a decently high magic stat, you can still do a lot of damage with it. A lot more than swords if your strength isn't statted up. Moving on, getting out of the way. Ba 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 ba. Die. Who comes up with something like that? I'm gonna make a ram with 3 cannons on its butt. And it's gonna be filled with our guys. Yeah! And, just cause why not, it's on fire! Woohoo! Bloody idiots. I can't think of how this could go wrong at all! Either way. You gotta respect our character though for being able to take out a ram made of wood and probably steel, I don't know, it doesn't really say what kind of metal it is, with nothing but a small black sword. I mean, really. These guys are pretty impressive even at level 1, because my strength is not any better than a level 1 character's would be. Yeah. Can't wait till after this fight. I'll get to use my till after this level, because you get your magic up between levels. So if I either die, go back to the main menu, or beat the level, then I will be able to level my character up. Twice! Sweet! I made it all the way to level 4. Now I can sprint! And I learned a new sprint attack. Whee! Ah, crap. Die! Get out of here! So, as you can see, I go a little bit faster when running, have a dust trail behind me, and I have a new attack for main or side attacks while sprinting. I can dive into the enemies or joust into them, fencing style. Ow. You. And you. And you. And you. And you. And you. And you. Oh god. Dodge! Alright. I am beating this guy to hell. I have a pair. These little trees are cool little things. You beat them up and they drop food. Don't know why, but they just do. And it's not always apples like you would expect from a tree, like, oh, they're just apple trees, okay. No. They drop pears, bananas, everything. They only drop fruit though, so that makes sense, but still. Because there are non-fruit foods, there's like cake, cookies, steaks, and everything has a different amount of how much it's worth for healing. Like if you find a hunk of ham, it pretty much full heals you. Yeah! Boom. Let's try and kill him before waking up the others. And die. Die. Ah, whatever. Come on, get up. Boom. Ba-dum bum bum. Ba-dum bum bum ba-dum. I wanna fight more. It's just waste time fighting them one at a time. Die. Die. Boom. Knock him up into the air with a jump attack. Yeah. Yeah. Whee! Oh god. And yes, I chose magic not only because it's one of my favorite ability trees in this game, because it's so well rounded and has the small advancements as well as the overall strength boost, but also because it's the flashiest, and this is YouTube. Yeah. I'm doing it for you, YouTube! Now I did just beat one level there, but this map overarches between 3 levels, so I don't get to level up until I go back to the main map. So like if I went to the main map, I could come back to this exact point right here, because in between those two arches was a difference in the map levels. Since they're interconnected though, it just sort of boots me out, keeps me here. Because the way that map usually works is all the levels are interconnected until you come to a branching point, and then they're separated. And here's the final level, a straight up boss fight with the 4 princesses right there. Only one of them. Tied up around the various parts in the torso, and then she's tied up by her head. That has gotta hurt. Also, if you're playing multiplayer, after every boss fight, you have a fight to the death between you to see who gets the princess. The winner gets a kiss from the princess and gets to move on. It's so beautiful. And there's actually an achievement for kissing all the princesses in multiplayer. So if you win every fight, doesn't necessarily have to be in a row for the princesses. So you can like win the first and third in your first run through and beat the second and fourth in your second, and it'll give you the thing for kissing all the princesses. It's nice. And see, I've already learned this guy's tactics, so I got him half down. You can block every attack except that one, which puts you in the ground and you have to press left and right rapidly to come out. All of his attacks count as melee. That one is... I can't remember. Can you block this? I believe you can block, yes. Oh god. And it's just the best way of getting in on his guard is blocking when he gets too close, and then just killing him. See? You just block it, attack. Block, attack. Simple. Oh, my friend Cameron is playing Binding of Isaac. I was just playing that the other day. Ah, food. Haha, let's test this. Nope, you cannot block his belch. Darn. For me, it's just easier to dodge most of his hits, so I do that anyway, but... I use the block every now and then. You can't block if you're in the air. Derp. A good thing about blocking his hits, though, is oftentimes his minions will come at you, and if you block his hit, they can't, so they'll get hit by his attack, and you won't. This is supposed to be a boss fight. Stop interfering, little bastards. Because friendly fire is a thing in this game. We cannot hurt each other, but the enemies can. Die! I killed him and all his minions instantly die. It's like that for every boss fight. And look, a massive treasure chest burst out of him for unknown reasons. And we get a lot of money to play with. Money is useful. It is a way of... You don't spend it on anything. Everything's free once you unlock it. What you use the money for is it gives you bonus experience. Every kill, every bit of money, and every... what was the third stat? Your standard XP. All of it adds up to your new XP total bonus at the end. See? I wound up with 800 experience bonus there. And I'm almost to the second magical ability right off the bat. It's awesome. My new magic, Shift and E. Let's test it out. Hoo-ha! As you can see, this goes a lot farther now and does a lot more damage. The overtime is 8, the instant is 12. And my E attack is a ranged but... stupid buggers. Get out of my life. I don't love you. Die! Get out of my way. I did this to test a new ability and you're not letting me. Die! Anyway, it is a ranged acid bolt. It does twice the damage of your burst attack, but it can only hit one enemy. So it's give and take. Like everything else. Let me stand up, you stupid bugger! It gets really annoying when they do stuff like that and just juggle you on the ground like that. Because there's very little way of getting out of it alone. Either way. Got a little bit upset there. Ooh. I should check out my new weapons because I'm now level 5. Yes. Alright, ones. More level 1s. Are there any level 5s that buff your magic? Because that's what I'm looking for, is magic buffs. Straight to the level 10s. Sometimes there'll be a level 5 after the point, but not this time. Got it. Alright, well that's all for that. And occasionally killing enemies, they will drop their weapon for you. I don't need the +1 point of magic, it's kind of pointless. So I'll find a weapon that gives me a bigger bonus. Let's go with you. This lollipop gives me +5 to speed. That means how fast I run, and how far my arrows fly. And how fast I can shoot arrows as well. At maxed out speed, you can literally have a machine gun of arrows going all the way across the screen. To the docks! With lots of weird people. I need to have all 3 of these relics, and there's the compass from earlier, before I can set sail across the ocean. So what that's saying is I am not done with this map, and need to move on up here. Which we will do in the next episode. Goodbye!